Put your left foot in, put your left foot out, put your left foot in and shake it all about. You do the hokey pokey and you turn yourself around. That's what it's all about.
Definitely not to beat a dead horse, but I think the last few videos that I made, I've been talking about this kind of stuff a lot, about living in fear and not doing the things that you want to do for whatever reason, whether it's lack of finances, fear what people are going to say, scared to what your family's going to say, scared to disappoint people, scared of all those things. But at the end of the day, the only person you have any responsibility to in this life is yourself. And I understand that statement might rub people the wrong way, especially people with families and spouses and kids and responsibilities to family and all that. But there's a saying that I read somewhere, I heard somewhere, that you can't pour from an empty cup. Or another way to put it, think about when you're taking a flight and they give you the little spiel at the beginning and they tell you that if the turbulence or something happens and about the seat being a flotation device, all that kind of stuff, and they tell you that to put your mask on first, put your oxygen mask on first if something happens. Because if you don't save you, you can't really save anybody else. And I'm saying that to say this, that if you don't go after the things and become the person that God has ordained you, that God has utilized the gifts and your talents that God has put into you to become the person that you're supposed to be, then you can't help anybody. You can't help the people that you are meant to help. There are people that are waiting for you somewhere, somehow, someplace, to be the person that you're supposed to be. And if you keep living your life in fear and not doing the things you're supposed to do and being the person you're supposed to be, you are basically leaving those people out to drown on their own. I don't know about you, but stuff like that bothers me. It definitely bothers me. I don't know, maybe it's the altruistic nature of my personality or something, but I don't want to leave anybody that I'm supposed to be helping out alone because I'm playing, for lack of a better term, hokey pokey with my life, and in turn playing the hokey pokey with their lives. Like I said before, with this election and stuff, we live in strange times. Life is so short. So short. And I think we realize that in a philosophical way, existential way, I think is the better word. But in a practical way, you only have, if you're lucky, 70, 75, maybe 80 years. You know, medicine is extending lives a little longer than they used to be, but say you have 80 years. That time is going to go by in an instant. I'm 50 now. 50. I can still remember when I was learning the hokey pokey back in kindergarten or first grade, whenever it was. But time is passing so fast. And if you keep putting off the things that you know you're supposed to be doing, the things you know you were meant to do, not becoming the person you were meant to be, not helping the people that are out there waiting for you to help, I don't know. To me, it's blasphemous. You might as well be gone. You might as well go find the nearest graveyard, the nearest open hole, just jump in it, because you're not utilizing your time the way it's supposed to be utilized. Say what you want about Trump. I didn't vote for him, by the way, but say what you want. This dude goes after what he wants. Qualified, unqualified, he don't care. He goes after what he wants. And if anything, we should at least take that from him, from watching him. Because he doesn't let anybody stand in his way. He doesn't let anything stand in his way. I at least like that about him. I admire that about him. And if you keep wasting time, waiting for the perfect time. There is no perfect time. There is no perfect time to go after the things you want, to go after the person you want, to become, if nothing else, become the person you're supposed to be. Whatever that is. Whatever it is. Because there's gonna come a point when you aren't. Because right now, at this point, you are the youngest you will ever be. So what are you waiting on? I don't, and I ask myself this a lot. When I was sitting around twiddling my thumbs, waiting for the right time, waiting for the money to show up, waiting for the right person to come give me an opportunity or to do what I wanted to do, instead of just going out and doing it myself, figuring it out. I think a lot of the times, if you just get moving, things kind of fall in place. Walk in the direction that you're supposed to be, that you feel you're supposed to be walking in. Follow your intuition. This time is over soon. This time will be over soon. Just quit wasting time. Do what you're supposed to do. All right.
There is no bigger moment that changed my life than probably stumbling upon the Theodore Roosevelt quote.
Let's hear it.
It's not the critic who counts. It's not the man who points out how the strong man stumbles or where the doer of deeds could have done it differently. The credit belongs to the person who's actually in the arena, whose face is marred with sweat and dust and blood, who strives valiantly, who comes up short again and again and again, who in the end may know the triumph of high achievement, and who, when he fails, he does so daring greatly.